I've been waiting for the left shoe to drop on this Navy Yard shooting, and today it has. Obama has approached Congress to issue stricter gun control laws in light of the mass, meaning 12 people, shooting at the Navy Yard shooting. Thank you for watching the Should Come Alive show. So, I knew this was a false flag. Let's go over the facts of why I think this is a false flag. And by false flag, I mean this is a staged event where they have taken somebody, and either they've taken somebody or they've scapegoated somebody. Either way, it's the same outcome. And they have killed a few people or done something horrendous to a few people. When I say a few, I mean a few. I mean less than 20 people. And then they end up sacrificing the person or killing the person or whatever. In this case, it's a black man. And you and I want you to be honest. Do you actually know that this black man that the entire mainstream media is saying went on a shooting rampage actually did any shooting? I say he probably didn't do anything. I say they picked a stooge, knew he was going to come to work that day, shot 12 people, and then shot him, and then blamed it on him, and then put out their press releases to say that it was this guy who did it, right? So we have a black guy who's dead, who can't confess or bear witness to anything that happened. That is a systematic false flag to me. It's not a case of he was a bank robber and they had like a 12-hour hold up with him. That just wasn't the case. So what's the outcome? The outcome of a false flag is always we want to rush through some sort of policy that we feel is that would prevent this particular event or some sort of similar event from happening. But I'm telling you that a similar event could never happen in a case like this. The person in question was professionally trained. Everybody involved was professionally trained. It occurred on a military base. The military base was a gun-free zone to begin with. The person in question had just had his licenses renewed. He went through an extensive background check, more extensive than anything in the land. More extensive than anything in the land. And now they're saying we need stricter background checks and gun controls. There are none. It is an impossibility. So whatever is coming out of their mouth right now is a complete and utter lie. I want the American population to respond to this just as strongly as they responded to not wanting to go to Syria. We have Harry Reid trying to claim the limelight, and then we have all of the Democratic fanboys jumping on the bandwagon and says, "Oh, Republicans are to blame. Republicans." We're talking about a democratically controlled Senate, so it's not the Republicans to blame. The Democrats receive funding from gun manufacturers just as much as they do from anybody else. They take money wherever they can get it, and don't you forget it. So this is the left shoe dropping. It was all about gun control. They shot some black man that nobody knows, nobody had heard about. Let's see. Let's take a look here. The shooter in D.C. had just had his security clearance just updated and renewed without any trouble, which is supposed to be more thorough than any background check being processed by the more ardent gun control supporters. Despite the fact the guy had had numerous issues, emotional problems, hearing voices, and 2 previous gun incidents. Now, those facts I don't even really believe, because, you know, they always try and demonize the person. Oh, he was Al Qaeda. So if it's an American, he was deranged, like the redheaded guy, the Joker-looking guy in Colorado. Oh, he was deranged. He was on drugs. He was deranged. He was going through a hard time. A medical student who was set to have his life ahead of him, who was perfectly fine. We're talking about just the facts, just the facts. All of a sudden, he turns to a whole bunch of weapons, and he's doing CIA-level booby traps in his house, and and we finally figure out, he's the son of somebody who's going to be testifying in the Enron trials. Oh, that has nothing to do with it. Come on, people. Do you really fall for this stuff? I bet we're going to find out this black guy is probably the husband or the boyfriend of somebody, or he's the son of somebody, and that somebody is somebody important that the government wants to run roughshod over. Now, in these false flags, I always really feel a little bit sad, because the government shoots 10 or 12 people in the process of conducting their false flags. I mean, it's just terrible. But like I said in the Boston bombing thing, you do not make national policy. 330 million people. You don't make national policy over 12 people dying. 3 people die every second. Pull your heads out of your butts and see what's going on. Thank you for watching the Shikama Live Show.